What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Slender.
It's your boy JG, man.
And we back again with another fire video for y'all boys, man. Hey, we got 6 Pass Dunga.
Hey, man. More Boruto content, man. Now, this one stood out to me, man, because at first, I read the title, it said Boruto rewrote the future, or he can rewrite time.
Right.
Like, that, I had to click on this video and see it for myself, man. I had to see what 6 Pass was talking about in this video, man. And hey, we ain't gonna say too much, bro. We finna get right to the action. If you're new, man, hit that sub. Road to 150 subs, man, because we already hit 100. You hit one of our goals, man, because of y'all, man. And we appreciate y'all so much.
Man.
Without further ado, though, let's get to it.
Hello, my precious supporters, friends, and family. It's 6 Pass Dunga coming to you again with yet another video. One of the coolest things about the new chapter is that it proved one thing. Prescience is way more broken than I thought. It's probably just became more crucial to the story now more than ever. And today, we're going to find out why that is, because Boruto just did something that we never expected from him. And it might have not only...
Pause, bro. That shit is so true, too, because, like, bro, Boruto literally did something to, like, fuck the time. Like, I don't know what he did, bro.
Yeah, he did something, bro.
I don't know how he knew Kawaki had lemurs on him. Bro, it's something that this nigga's hiding, bro.
He saved his life.
It's scary,
but
bro.
the shinobi world. But hey,
Like,
before we hop into the video, let me take a quick second to ask you guys to like the video. The more likes, the further the video gets pushed out there into the YouTube algorithm.
Fuck do you know
But
Kawaki
without
had
further
lemurs
ado,
on, bro?
let's hop into it. I want to start with
Whole
explaining
time we thinking
prescience.
Koji knows. He
Because
doesn't even
in the
know.
latest chapter, we got more information on the ability itself, as well as how it affects everyone. So prescience allows Koji to see multiple futures and possible outcomes for those futures.
Love how he
It's
narrates
literally
videos,
the
bro.
ultimate cheat code
This
of
shit
time.
is fire.
You take any
bro.
major event that happened into the vortex, and odds are, Kashi and Koji already foresaw it beforehand. Let's look at Code's assault on Konoha. Before Boruto even fought Code, he was warned that he would have to fight him sooner or later for the plan to work. And for the plan to obviously stop the Shinju emergence before it happened to be successful, Boruto would need to meet Code in Konoha so he can lead him to the Ten Tails. So the way prescience gets involved here. First, obviously to tell Koji about the Shinju and Code beforehand, but to also give him different outcomes of these futures. At the end of this chapter, he told Boruto that he knew there was a high chance of this happening, but either way they're still gonna fight. Every single outcome has a set percentage tied to it, according to how many futures has that specific favorite outcome. Some outcomes are more likely than others. One of the outcomes from this mission was that Boruto successfully disposed of the Ten Tails root and branch before the Shinju were born. But like Koji said, the likelihood that they would succeed in that would be low, meaning there was a number of different timelines. But let's say out of 20 possible futures, only 3 of them have the outcome that they're looking for. But it's not end all be all, because you can shift your chances towards a better future by making the necessary changes. Let's say if Boruto never learned the Uzuhiko or Flying Raijin, Koji already said he would teach Boruto all the moves and techniques that he learned in the future to him right now. It wasn't to only accelerate his training, it was also to help get better outcomes. So if Boruto never learned these 2 techniques, this timeline changes extraordinarily. How would Boruto follow Code to the Ten Tails dimension? Probably never even happens.
Bro, it's
How does
crazy
Boruto...
too, like, bro. Like, dude, bro, like in this, now that we know, bro, in this story, bro, a person can literally walk left instead of right, and now that will literally change the whole fucking timeline.
Literally.
Like, that is crazy, bro. He can look the wrong way, and that's gonna change the timeline.
Boruto defeat Code.
Like,
I wouldn't
dude,
go as far as to
that
say he
shit's
would
so
lose,
crazy, bro.
but it would be noticeably more tricky
We
for
got
him to win.
timeline, bro.
Also, in this scenario, how does he go about taking down Hidari? Or maybe in another timeline, none of this happens. Perhaps something that Boruto did within the first 4 chapters triggered a butterfly effect to lead to these specific outcomes you see here. That's just how time works. You can't really predict it, because even the most minute changes could cause something drastic to happen,
Literally,
which
just
might
like you
throw
said,
the whole future off course. Let's apply the same logic with Boruto dying to Jura. I feel like the odds of Boruto dying was just as, if not way more likely than Boruto discarding the Ten Tails. You see, Kashin Koji been telling Boruto he was supposed to die by Jura's hand. He's probably been seeing visions of that since even before he met up with Boruto in the time skip. So I can't really blame him for trying to keep him as far away from Jura as possible. He's seen several scenarios where Boruto and Jura interact, and out of all those futures, there's probably a few where Boruto actually doesn't die. Like he said, it's not an absolute thing that he will die, but there's a very high chance because many futures show it happening. And we're gonna have to come back to this panel a bit later, so just keep this in mind. So fast forward to when Jura and Hidari invaded Konoha. The community was a bit confused because Koji was saying that Boruto was supposed to die by Jura, but obviously he lived through their first encounter. Why is this? I'm here to tell you, Koji did actually see Boruto dying here. There was definitely some futures that showed Boruto dying by a Biju Bomb snipe. But something that was done throughout the series has changed the odds of this future happening. It changed the odds so much that something as simple as Mamushi interrupting Jura saved Boruto's life. But it wasn't only Mamushi's interference that did it. Actually, a number of things saved Boruto in this instance. Let's start with the first one. Boruto defeated Hidari. One of the reasons Jura gave for when he retreated was because they didn't want to let Hidari's Thorn Soul rot. I'm guessing they have an extremely fast expiration date, so maybe if left out for too long, they can't resurrect the Shinju anymore. Or maybe they can still be resurrected, but they won't be the same as before. Hidari was defeated by Boruto's Uzuhiko, something he learned early because of prescience. So him just learning how to perform that technique created an entirely new set of futures for Koji to analyze. And we can't forget, Koji is the reason that Boruto went to Konoha in the first place. He knew the Shinju would come because of his foresight. All the factors I just mentioned led Boruto to this outcome right here. They all created this future. If Koji knew that there was a high chance that if he sends Boruto to Konoha, that he will die, Boruto wouldn't have even known about the Shinju's invasion into Konoha. Koji would have tried to hide it. We already found out Koji has absolutely no problem with letting bystanders be killed if it's for the sake of the future. That's how far he'll go. For Sarada to unlock her MS and to successfully defeat Ryu, he let Yodo die. He knew she would die, but still let it happen because her sacrifice helped towards a better future. So the reason he let him go is because he knew he would defeat Hidari and eventually be captured by Konoha for questioning. Or at least there was a high percentage of that happening. Like I said before, the previous events of the series dictates the future outcomes. Mamushi interrupted Jura to tell him about Matsuri's investigation and that she found out that Boruto had a partner. So obviously, something had happened that raised their suspicion that Boruto had someone helping him behind the scenes. Enough suspicion to make them do their own investigation. So even the Shinju knowing about Kashin Koji played a factor as to how Boruto survived. This actually played the heaviest influence, because if Mamushi doesn't interfere, then despite everything, Jura still fires the Biju laser that lands the finishing blow. And I think this all dates back to chapter 4. Boruto actually being present during the Shinju's emergence has shifted the timeline a considerable amount. The whole time, Boruto was saying things that insinuated that he knew about this future. Like, we're too late, when referring to the Shinju being born, or telling Code that what they see before them is indeed a divine tree. Or how about the whole time, Koji been communicating with Boruto through a toad? These things definitely warrant their suspicion. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the reason why they started investigating. But either way, they should be glad it happened, because it saved Boruto's life. So moving on to the main event. Despite Boruto surviving the last encounter, this time, Koji said there was no way he's surviving against Jura. They both witnessed themselves do things to shift the future before, so the first encounter was no big deal. They knew the future would be changed. But this time, Koji seen this fight between Boruto and Jura. Actually, from his own words, he's seen many permutations of this fight. Permutations just meaning different ways the fight could go. And out of all those different outcomes, all of them ended with Jura killing Boruto. That means if Boruto was to go to Sunagakure to help Konohamaru, then there's a 100% chance that Boruto dies to Jura. But, as we all know, he went anyway and the fight began. Now, of course, we all know how this story went. Boruto went to Sunagakure and fought Jura. Ida commented that he was doing pretty good for a second there, but Koji reassured her that there was no way Boruto can win with the current sequence of events, meaning there is a way to defeat Jura, but not this way. As soon as he went to Sunagakure, he sealed his fate, because now's not the time nor the place to fight Jura if he wants to win. So now, the future has changed again. What seemed like an unavoidable death by the hands of Jura now looks like an unbeatable tag team in Boruto and Kawaki. But why did this happen? It's no surprise at all. I'm pretty sure all of you watching the video right now know how we got here. This conversation right here, this is what sparked it.
How the fuck did he know this? I am so ready to know how he knew, bro. What is Boruto? What power does he have for him to know that Kawaki has limers on? Kashigoshi didn't tell him nothing. Like, bro, did he see a glimpse of the future? But I think when you only see a glimpse, it's only because of his fate. Like, it only shows his fate, nobody else's fate. How the fuck did how did he know this nigga had limers, bro?
No.
I
Kashigoshi revealed in this chapter that his prescience visions reoccur weekly, stating that the last update was about 6 days ago. That means Koji cannot really control when he gets these visions. They just sort of happen randomly. When this conversation happened between Boruto and Kawaki, this was in between the 6 days that Koji had his visions. So obviously he wouldn't see this outcome yet because Boruto hadn't done anything for this outcome to change. So it does make sense that Koji is just now learning of Kawaki's involvement. So in this little chat, obviously Boruto tells Kawaki about his limiters, and therefore telling him about his limiters created the outcome you see here before you. Boruto stated that Kawaki would come to the same conclusion eventually, but he'd rather tell him now because sooner is better. Going back to chapter 13, Koji said to Boruto that in the future he dies. What follows is pretty consistent. Kawaki gets devoured and the planet dies. When Boruto said Kawaki would come to the same conclusion sooner or later, that means that Kawaki would eventually come to terms that he needs power because of the Shinju. But because Boruto is already dead by the time that happens, nobody is there to assist Kawaki in the final battle against the Shinju. More specifically, Jura, which causes Kawaki to lose and get devoured. The cold hard truth is, Kawaki and Boruto need each other to defeat the Shinju. That's why Koji was so adamant about Boruto staying alive, because he knew without him, they cannot save the planet. So knowing this, and also knowing it could backfire in the future, because you guys know, Boruto and Kawaki have to fight at the end. We all know this, come on. But despite that, Boruto still chose to strengthen Kawaki for the sake of him helping to defeat the Shinju. So clearly, we see Boruto's choice to tell Kawaki about his limiters early created different outcomes than the ones previously foresaw by Koji. So I guess this kind of spoils how chapter 24 is gonna go, or could go. Kawaki will probably lose to Jura despite his new and improved power. Remember, Kawaki still got his limiters removed with or without Boruto's interference. But since it most likely happened after Boruto's death, it didn't matter. Kawaki never got over the hump to beat Jura, simply because you can't beat Jura without Boruto and vice versa. Mind you, we have yet to see Jura go all out.
True.
So he could be hiding some crazy, never shown before strength, enough to even rival or surpass the strongest characters we've seen in the series. Like we
really don't know what's going to happen, bro.
And yes, I'm saying I believe he was.
Like you can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say. Plus, they literally just said, like, Kashigoshi never seen this coming, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
Literally, yeah.
And we saw Jura holding his eye at base. He was holding his eye at base. So that means, for instance, he retreated, bro. There's no way y'all think Kawaki. There's no way y'all think fucking Ikimoto and Kishimoto's gonna put Kawaki on the scene and they're gonna lose, bro. There's no fucking way, bro. This nigga is not cold. He stands on business. He already proved that he's relative in base.
Literally.
He literally he popped up on Jura. Jura couldn't even sense Kawaki. He popped up on Jura and dodged his attack. He dodged his attack, shrunk himself, spawned behind him, spawned rods at him, and then AC activate Karma, which is literally, once he activate Karma, he literally has 1,000 of fucking battle experience, bro. It's literally finna be a war. Then when he activate the horn, bro, it's GG's, bro.
Still holding back.
It's GG's, bro. He's retreating.
So Jura's
retreating,
could
bro.
possibly
I'm sorry, bro.
He gotta retreat. That'd be his best move.
But if Boruto and Kawaki
has a new
together,
ability.
it could be a different story. that could actually be enough to force Jura to retreat for the time being.
Yup.
So I guess
He
let me know
retreating,
what you
bro.
think is gonna happen next chapter.
Oh shit!
And I guess that's it
tough.
for this video.
Yeah, this
So
one- this
anyway,
shit's tough,
if
bro.
you enjoyed this video and wouldn't mind seeing more like this in the near future, go ahead and do the following for me. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss another video like this or when I go live for chapter spoilers. And until my next one, I'll see you
he
boys and girls.
streams?
Yeah, bro. He streams. I think every time Chop comes out, I think.
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro. He be locked in, bro.
Oh,
But hey, bro.
shit.
WV, like I said, bro.
W
We don't know
is
what's gonna happen next chapter, bro.
W analysis for sure.
We don't know.
Yeah.
It's just so many fucking, I don't know, man. Different outcomes, bro. Like you can literally, like Kawaki can literally throw a staff at Jura and something changes, bro. Like I don't know we don't know what's gonna happen, but I know for a fact they're not gonna. Kawaki's not finna just get old, bro. He's not, bro. I don't see it.
Not at all, bro.
I don't see it, bro.
Not at all, bro.
The way the Orifar, the way he just pulled up on Jura, bro. I don't think that it's just I can't see that shit, bro. And I'm not even glazing, bro. I don't see Jura winning, bro. Now and then you got two Osatsukis now. I don't see him winning. I don't. He couldn't even, bro. He barely could stand a chance against Boruto. My bad, y'all.
Literally, no karma.
Like no karma.
Bar.
Listen, Boruto has no karma, y'all. Peep, he has no karma. He never used Momoshiki powers. Besides flight? He's Otsutsuki. He can fly. He basically used all his arsenals. I never seen him use one glimpse of Momoshiki power yet.
Literally.
Like it's just like, dude, y'all keep saying Jura's not going all out, but nigga, they're not going all out. Like we haven't seen these niggas use karma yet until now. Like Boruto's still winning back karma.
Man.
Like what happens? What happens if we see Boruto activate horn? Then what? Like it's GG's, bro. Like he's winning. He's beating Jura literally high diff if he activate karma, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
Yeah, bro.
If it's mid diff and Jura won, bro, Boruto's beating him high diff, bro.
Yeah.
Karma on top of that high, bro. It's crazy, bro. Then you got Kawaki, bro. It's just I don't see Jura winning, bro. Beta, yeah, like I said, bro. Like we said, W analysis, bro.
W.
Hey, bro. 6 paths.
Hey, 6 packs,
We
man.
got them videos, man. You know, we mess with the channel, bro. Hopefully you mess with ours. Hey, we just building this foundation, man. Boruto lore. Can't wait. Can't wait for next chapter, man.
Man.
Can't wait, bro. I literally cannot wait. This is like this chapter, man. I haven't been this excited since Omnipotent arc. I'm not even
Literally, bro.
like, I just want to know what's gonna happen, man. I want to know what's the next 4-3 chapters like gonna be like. I just want to know. Like, I want to see Damien like versus. Oh my god, it's so much peak,
Dude,
y'all.
if we see Damon, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If we see that, nigga,
Bro, it's just so many possibilities, bro. But hey, man, like I said, that's it for our reaction. Road to 150 subs, man. You know, we on a journey, bro. We trying to go up, man, from here on out. Hey, man, if you're new, like, comment, subscribe, man. Let us know in the comments what else y'all want us to react to, man. Recommendations, anything else. Let us know, man. Got anything you want to say?
hey man, it's your boy Slender.
Hey, man, it's your boy JG.
We out. Peace.
Out.